Your body is betraying your secrets. Here's how to read the code. Here's the hard truth. Everyone thinks they control what they say, but they're wrong. Over 90% of your communication happens unconsciously. Your mouth may be polite, but your body is screaming your true personality. You're being read like an open book in every meeting and on every date, while staying blind to the hidden signals others send. Don't be the last to know who's uncomfortable, lying, or genuinely trusts you. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover 9 powerful body language secrets, including one simple gesture that almost always exposes a lie. Hint, it's not avoiding eye contact. So, are you an open book without realizing it? Let's find out. The eye direction code. Are they remembering or lying? That signal is your eye direction, which essentially exposes your entire thought process. Consider a simple scenario. You ask a right-handed colleague, "Did you definitely send that email I asked for?" And you watch where their eyes move. If their eyes go up and to the left, they are probably accessing their memory, visually pointing to the filing cabinet in their brain. However, if their eyes drift up and to the right, their creative brain is likely at work, constructing an idea or making stuff up. This theory, developed after observing 40,000 people, claims a staggering 91% accuracy rate in distinguishing between a recalled memory and a constructed thought. There is a significant caveat, however. This only applies reliably to right-handed people. Lefties are the wild cards in this domain. Their neural patterns are different and much harder to read. But the eyes are just the beginning. The truly unconscious snitches are hiding where you'd least expect them, right at your ankles. 2. Your feet are secret snitches. Who do you really trust? Your feet are basically secret snitches, telling everyone who you really like and trust. Imagine you're at a party, trapped by someone endlessly explaining cryptocurrency. You're smiling, you're nodding, but look down. Your feet are likely pointing straight toward the exit. That's your ancient caveman brain identifying an escape route. This response is hardwired into us from days when running from predators was a daily task. Your feet would naturally point towards safety and away from threats. Observers at UCLA, using hidden cameras, found they could predict social attraction with 87% accuracy just by watching foot direction. People's feet automatically point toward those they trust and away from those who make them nervous. The wildest part? You have almost zero conscious control over this. Your feet are a personal truth meter strapped to your ankles. While your feet show who you trust, your hands might just determine your financial worth. 3. The handshake grip. Is yours costing you a promotion? While your feet show who you trust, your hands might just determine your financial worth. It all starts with that first handshake grip. In the professional world, there's a stark contrast between the dead fish crowd, who offer a hand like it's a dying butterfly, and those with a firm, confident grip. The difference is staggering. People with a firm handshake tend to make 12% more money than their noodle-handed coworkers and get promoted significantly more often. It's all about the subconscious message. A weak grip silently screams, "I'm not sure about myself." But a firm handshake? The other person's brain instantly registers confidence. Now here is someone who knows what they're doing. This isn't about raw physical strength either. Women who utilize a firm grip receive the exact same career-boosting benefits. Think of your handshake as your career's credit score. Just don't go overboard and send your new boss to the emergency room with a broken metacarpal. A firm handshake helps you get in the door, but how you sit in the chair could determine if you end up running the meeting. 4. Sit like a boss. How power poses change your brain chemistry. A firm handshake helps you get in the door, but how you sit in the chair could determine if you end up running the meeting. This is the science of power poses. Consider the posture of leadership. Arms spread out, leaning back, taking up space as if you own the room. Contrast that with a hunched, closed-off posture. Harvard scientists discovered that adopting these expansive poses, even for a short time, physiologically changes your brain chemistry. Specifically, these poses increase levels of testosterone, the hormone associated with confidence and assertiveness. At the same time, they cause a drop in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Your body is essentially playing fake it till you make it on a biological level. By sitting like a boss, your brain starts producing the chemical cocktail to match. In tests, people who held these power poses for just 2 minutes before a job interview were actually hired more often. You can sit like a boss, but what happens when you feel the internal pressure? Your mouth is often the next part of your body to betray you. 5. The lip bite. Are you anxious or just suppressing rage? You can look like a boss, but when you're feeling the pressure, your mouth is often the first to snitch on your inner conflict. You might see someone bite their lip, but the real secret is where on the lip they're biting. It tells a completely different story. Biting the lower lip is the classic sign of anxiety or nervousness. It's the body's way of saying, I'm freaking out but trying to keep it cool. It's a common self-soothing gesture when a person feels anxious. But the upper lip bite, that's something else entirely. This often signals that a person is actively suppressing anger or aggression. Think of their mouth as a cork trying to keep a bottle of rage from exploding. It's a signal for, I am trying hard to hold back. Most people have no clue they're doing it, yet even those blind since birth display this reflex. It's that deeply wired. When that discomfort deepens, or deception enters the picture, the hands often fly to the face, starting with the eyes. 6. The eye rub. Why he scrubs and she taps, but both mean trouble. Biting your lip is one way to handle internal conflict. But when the discomfort is more severe, or related to deception, the hands often fly to the face, starting with the eyes. Ever catch someone rubbing their eyes during a tense conversation? That innocent little gesture might be screaming, I'm lying, or at the very least, get me out of here. What's fascinating is that men and women often do this completely differently. When a man feels deep discomfort or is trying to hide something, he'll often go for the aggressive eye rub. He's basically trying to physically scrub away the problem or the lie with pure force. A more socially acceptable version of punching a wall. Women, on the other hand, are usually far more subtle. They'll perform a delicate, gentle touch just under their eyes. It looks like they're simply fixing their makeup, but really, they're just as uncomfortable as the guy doing the eye scrubbing workout. This difference isn't random. It's often wired into how we're raised. Men to be tough, women to be subtle. But here's the wild part. Both gestures mean exactly the same thing. They are giant neon signs flashing, I'm super uncomfortable right now. If rubbing the eyes is a sign of discomfort, the next gesture is a blaring alarm bell for an outright lie. 7. The Pinocchio effect. The nose touch that screams, you're full of it. If rubbing the eyes is a sign of discomfort, the next gesture is a blaring alarm bell for an outright lie. This is the so-called Pinocchio effect, the nose touch that betrays your thought. Imagine you're on a first date. Everything seems perfect. Your date is laughing, and then, as you're telling a story, they casually touch their nose. Congratulations! They probably think you're full of it. When someone is stressed, either by telling a lie or hearing something they believe is a lie, their heart rate increases. This can make them breathe faster through their nose, creating an urge to touch it. The type of nose touch can even suggest the level of doubt. A quick, light tap might mean small doubt. Maybe your story was slightly exaggerated. But a full-on rub? They likely think your story is as real as unicorns doing taxes. Bizarrely, this touch is thought to release feel-good chemicals, calming them as they process their disbelief. While a nose touch might expose a lie, the way you simply cross your arms exposes how your entire brain is wired. 8. Left arm versus right arm. How crossing your arms reveals your mindset. While a nose touch might expose a lie, the way you simply cross your arms exposes how your entire brain is wired. Go ahead, try it right now. Just cross your arms comfortably. Did you even have to think about it? Probably not. About 70% of us do this the exact same way, every single time, without a second thought. Now, look down. Which arm is on top? If you placed your right arm on top, you likely favor a more logical, analytical mindset. You're the human calculator in your group, the one who loves solving puzzles, organizing spreadsheets, and actually reading instruction manuals. But if your left arm is on top, you're more likely the artsy type. You lean toward a creative mindset, excelling at tasks that require thinking outside the box. Now, try to cross them the opposite way. It feels completely weird, right? Almost unnatural, like trying to write with your non-dominant hand. That's because this simple habit is so deeply wired into your brain, it's practically on autopilot. Your arms reveal your personality, but your hands and how you use them reveal something just as critical, how you learn. 9. Talk with your hands, the invisible orchestra that boosts your memory 20%. Your arms reveal your personality, but your hands and how you use them reveal something just as critical, how you learn. Ever notice how some people talk with their hands, conducting an invisible orchestra as they speak? Those wild hand movements aren't just for show. Work from Columbia University found that people who use hand gestures while speaking remember about 20% more information than those who don't. Your hands are like tiny remote controls for your brain, helping it lock in and retrieve memories. Think about it. Try to describe a spiral staircase without moving your hands. It's difficult. The moment you swirl your finger in the air, the words flow. This cognitive link is so strong that when people were forced to sit on their hands while solving problems, they performed significantly worse. This isn't just a quirk. It's a fundamental part of our learning style. You've learned the secrets your body is screaming. But now that you're a human lie detector, what's the single most important lesson? You're now a human lie detector. Use your power wisely. Your body is a constant broadcast, a radio station of hidden signals. After learning the secrets of the eye direction code, the foot snitches, and the handshake grip, you finally learned how to tune in. You are, in effect, a human lie detector. But before you wield that power, remember this. Body language isn't a weapon to catch people, it's a key to empathy. It reveals the words people can't say out loud. When your boss, with that firm handshake, touches their nose, maybe they're not lying, maybe they're stressed. When your friend's feet point to the exit, maybe they're just overwhelmed, not disinterested. This is the real power, to understand before judging, to listen beyond words. Start observing, really observing, and you'll be amazed at what you finally hear once you start to look.